Hold on to your hearts, folks, because today we're diving into a collection of 10 heartfelt short stories guaranteed to leave you in tears. These tales are so touching they'll have you reaching for the tissues. So grab a cup of tea, a cozy blanket, and get ready for an emotional roller coaster. Number 1. The Gift of Time. An elderly woman once asked her doctor for just one more day of life. In return, she'd give up 7 years of her eyesight. The doctor was puzzled but respected her wish. He adjusted his glasses and granted her one extra day. However, when he went to collect her eyesight, she told him that she'd only traded 7 months, not years. The doctor, touched by her honesty, granted her the remaining 6.5 years of sight. 2. The Last Leaf. An old woman living alone in a village cut down the last leaf on a tree outside her window. As the townspeople gathered for their annual leaf festival, they noticed her absence. Concerned, they went to check on her, only to find she'd passed away peacefully. In her hand was a single leaf from the tree, reminding them of her vibrant spirit. 3. The Lost Dog. A young girl lost her dog, causing her parents to divorce. Years later, now a successful businesswoman, she returned home. Overwhelmed with guilt, she decided to buy a new dog, determined to find the one that would replace her childhood friend. Little did she know her old dog had been waiting for her the whole time. 4. The Talking Fish. A little boy was fishing with his grandfather when he felt a tug on his line. To his surprise, it wasn't a fish, but a talking parrot that had been captured by the hook. The bird explained that it had flown too close to a hunter and been shot, causing it to fall into the water. The boy, filled with compassion, nursed the parrot back to health and set it free. 5. The Unforgotten Scarf. During World War II, a Jewish woman hid her baby in a basket and fled to safety, leaving behind her prized possession, a scarf. Years later, after the war, she returned to her home, only to find the scarf still hanging in her closet, untouched. It was a symbol of hope that she held onto during the darkest days of the war. 6. The Promise. A dying man called his son to his bedside, asking him to take care of his wife. The son, initially annoyed by the interruption, eventually agreed. However, soon after, he found himself falling in love with his stepmother. Realizing the depth of his father's love for her, he married her, honoring his promise. 7. The Fisherman and His Wife. A fisherman caught a fish that granted wishes. He decided to release it, but his wife kept wishing for more and more until the fish ran out of magic. When she wished for an eternal life, the fish disappeared. The fisherman's wife was left alone, realizing the folly of her endless desires. 8. The Robber Who Cried. A robber burst into a house and tied up the family, demanding money. Just then, a child innocently asked if he could be untied to go to the bathroom. The robber, moved by the child's plea, allowed it. While the child was gone, the robber cried, overwhelmed with the weight of his actions. 9. The Shepherd's Son. A shepherd was heartbroken when his son left home to join the military, fearing for his safety. One day, he received a letter informing him that his son had died in battle. Though devastated, he knew his son had died a hero. Years later, the son returned home, surprising his father and revealing that the letter had been a mistake. 10. The Old Guitarist. An elderly guitarist was playing his final show. As he tuned his guitar, a young girl approached, having heard his music. She asked him for a song, and he played her his favorite tune. Afterwards, she gifted him a rose and thanked him for the beautiful music. He realized that even though he might be old, his music had touched the hearts of others. There you have it, folks, 10 heartfelt short stories guaranteed to pull at your heartstrings. Which story touched you the most? Share your thoughts below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more emotional journeys. Until next time, keep those tissues handy and your hearts open for all the heartwarming tales that life has in store. Thanks for watching. See you soon.